Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be talking about my move from Australia to London. I'm very excited to talk about it, and I feel like a couple of you guys are asking like, how did I find the confidence? How did I, even think about moving to London? So I'll explain it all in this video. So I'll take you guys way back to when I was living in Australia. So it would have been 2023. The end of 2023 is when I first met my boyfriend. Bless him. I'll put him here. We met up, we started talking, it was great. And then I think like 3 dates in, he told me, he said, oh, by the way, I just got a job in London. And I was like, let's end things because I'm not about to move to London. Like, this can't go any further. Like, I started to like you, but I have to cut it off because you're moving. Like, there's no way I'm doing long distance. He ends up moving to London in maybe, I think it was January 2024. And I had booked a Contiki trip the year before I met him. I booked a Contiki trip, like to go travel all around Europe. The first stop for my Contiki was in London. So I was like, oh, maybe I can see you. He was like, no, like I still want to see you. Like I still want to like talk to you, whatever. And I was like, He was very persistent, and that's like one of the things I love about him. Anyways, you guys don't really care about that. So I ended up going on my Contiki trip, and me and my boyfriend were still talking at the time. And he was like, let's just meet up and see how it goes. And I remember before I went on my Contiki trip, I was talking to my auntie and I was like, oh, like I like this guy, whatever. But like, I can see him in London, but it's only going to be for like a day. Anyways, I'm like losing my train of thought. Hold on. My auntie's like, well, if you really like him, like, why don't you just book to stay longer in London so you can spend more time with him? Like, just book an extra 2 weeks. I ended up booking like an extra 2 weeks on top of my Europe Contiki. And I mean, I got to London, I had like the best trip ever. I met up with him, and then yeah, he literally plans like a 2-week Italy trip for us. Like, what the fuck? I was like, okay, I'm down. So yeah, he booked like a 2-week Italy trip after my Contiki, and then we just got to know each other like a lot, like on another level. Like, traveling with someone is like crazy. Like, you don't know someone until you travel with them. So we just had this amazing Italy trip. I'm gonna put pictures there, but it was like just mind-boggling to me. Like, not even the fact that I was like with my boyfriend, like this was like a fresh new thing for me, but it was also like traveling internationally for the first time, besides New Zealand, obviously. It just made me realize like there's more to life than just staying in one place. Like, obviously I love Australia. Australia is like amazing, and Australia will always be like home for me. But I just feel like I'm only young once, and like I do need to like travel, see the world. Like, there's so many more beautiful places in Europe that I just want to travel to. And not even just in Europe, like I want to go to like Japan, I want to go to Thailand, I want to go to Bali. Like, there's so many incredible places that I want to visit. I was getting to a point in Australia where I was just feeling stagnant. Like, I just felt stuck. Like, I was working in retail and I built my way up to like be a manager, but it just didn't feel like I was living my life to the fullest. Like, it would just be the same thing every day. Like, wake up, go to the gym, go to work, come home, spend time with family, which I love doing that. But it was just to the point where I was like, there's more to life. Like, there's so much to see. There's so many beautiful cuisines to try. There's so many beautiful people to meet. And so it kind of just made me realize like, I'm like, not to sound cocky, but like I'm just destined for more, you know? And I feel like so many of you guys that are watching this right now, probably like in Australia, thinking like, what am I doing with my life? When you're in your 20s, you kind of just feel like you don't really know what you're doing with your life. Like, you're just like, but you know that you're like destined for more. This year, like, I've written down like a lot of my goals. And if you haven't done a bucket list, like, I recommend you make a bucket list, because manifestation is so real. This is your sign. Like, just do it. Just say fuck it, just do it, just move abroad. Obviously you have to be logical as well. Like, you can't just come to London with $5 in your pocket. You need to have some savings. And for me, I'm very fortunate because I got to move in with my partner, so it's just a lot easier. Like, I'm so grateful like having him. But even if I didn't have him, like I would have still probably moved abroad, maybe not to London, maybe somewhere else. That's a bit cheaper because London is fucked. London is fucked. It's so expensive. Everything in London is like double the price of Australia. You know, I miss my family, I miss my friends, but it's just like you have to look at the bigger picture, and like at the end of the day you have to do what's best for you. And I just felt in my heart that this was like the right thing to do, and I feel like I would have regretted it if I stayed stagnant in my job, stagnant in the same routine back home. Being in London has really like forced me to step outside of my comfort zone because everything is so new to me. So I'm like constantly learning new things every single day, and like how the Londoners do it here, and kind of adapting to change. I just have so many like crazy places that I want to visit. Like I want to go to Iceland, I want to go to Switzerland, I want to go to Croatia, I want to go to Spain, like I want to go to Greece. Like there's just so many beautiful places that I have envisioned in my head that I'm just going to tick off my bucket list and be like, yeah, fuck it, in my 20s like I did this and this and this, like I traveled the whole world. And that's what I eventually want to tell my kids one day, is like, there's this quote from Mark Zuckerberg: the biggest risk is to not take any risks. And I feel like in life, like you really have to be bold, you really have to jump at opportunities. And so this was an opportunity that I really just wanted to like pounce upon. Like you have to get comfortable with getting uncomfortable. Like you are never going to grow if you're just doing the same things every single day. 2025, my goals are to be more active on my YouTube channel. Like I created my YouTube channel maybe like 6 or 7 years back, and I just haven't really been consistent. But this year I really want to share the whole world with you guys. I really want to take you guys along on all my adventures, and create memories that'll last a lifetime. Also, with like a job over here, it's crazy because at the moment, like I'm about to get like a teacher aide job, and obviously teacher aides don't really get paid that much. I think it's maybe like £12 an hour, which is equivalent to like $24 Australian, which is definitely lower than what I was getting paid in Australia. But you know, it's like a full-time job. You don't even need experience with kids. All you need is like a police check. You need to upload your documents. But it's weird because in Australia you need like a blue card, which is like permission to like work with kids and stuff like that, but you don't actually need that here. So I'm very blessed and grateful that I'm able to be a teacher aide, because obviously I love kids. Like I literally miss my niece and nephew so much. But yeah, it's a blessing. And then also, when I first got to London, I printed out like 20 resumes and went along like the high street, and I was just went into every single store and I was just like, hey, you guys hiring? Like, here's my resume, like please. And then I think a day later, like I got a call from like a manager of like similar to like a Chemist Warehouse. She was just like, can you come in for an interview? So I was like, fuck it, I'm down. And then I went into the interview and she was just beautiful. And so I have that job as well. So it's just all about like really running after opportunities and creating like doors. So it's all about like finding balance, finding what works for you and running with that. But yeah, if you guys like want any advice or tips, just comment below and I'd be more than happy to help. You need to travel. Like I know you're fucking in your bed watching my video right now, but just get up, book that flight, because you won't regret it. And like once you book that first flight, even if you just go to Bali, like seriously, Bali is like cheap as fuck. Just go there, get a taste of like how different cultures work and being in that environment, and then you'll get the travel bug. You'll want to explore more and more and more, but you need to just fucking live your life to the fullest. It's like you don't want to die and be on your deathbed and be like, what the fuck did I even do with my life? Like you need to be bold, you need to step out of your comfort zone and just travel the world. You guys can live through me, or you can just fucking live your own life and go create your own experiences and your own memories and meet new people. And yeah. So when I first got to London, I posted on the Aussies in London page and I was just like, hey, I'm new to London, like does anyone want to go out, does anyone want to grab a coffee? And I had a couple comments, and I've already met up with like a couple of people, and you know, it's been amazing just exploring like this new city with like fresh faces and getting to know different people. It's been amazing, and I wouldn't usually do that in Australia because you're so comfortable and you're just so familiar with everything that you don't need to step outside your comfort zone. But being in London like forces you to do things that you wouldn't do, and it's such a good way to learn and grow. And I think I've only been here for a week, but I already feel like I've grown so much as a person. So yeah, I don't really know what else to fucking talk about. What should I talk about? But yeah, so if you are thinking about moving abroad, I would definitely make sure you have a lot of savings. Anyways, I'm gonna do a little bit of a dance right now. Okay, that was fun. But if you guys have any questions, comment down below, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and like. Okay, bye.